Yo, hey folks, it's Kevin, Big K Horror, and I just want to show a little part of my collection involving my Freddy stuff. However, these are the young adult novels from the 90s that were released shortly after Wes Craven's New Nightmare and take on the design of Freddy from that film. And they are called Freddy Krueger's Tales of Terror. And I think this is the complete series right here. I could be wrong. But, alright, so I'm going to show you the cover, the inner cover, what's revealed under the cover, and read the synopsis on each back. Okay. Right here it just says, based on the character's creed by Wes Craven. And this one's called Blind Date. And that's the main character screaming in the hospital. And on the back it says, somebody out there likes you. And it's like, Alicia has it all. Good looks, talent, and the star of the football team for a boyfriend. Why then is he hanging around with weird Evan, the nerd? Evan is the biggest dweeb in school, and Alicia feels sorry for him and for all the cruel jokes her friends play, but sympathy only makes it worse. The nicer she is to Evan, the more they beat him up. Then Alicia's friends begin to disappear. A dead cat with its eyes plucked out is found in the trunk of a car, and a terrible accident is about to happen. But will it really be an accident? Okay, that's the first story involving the Freddy Tales of Terror. Okay, the next one is titled Virtual Terror. Kind of reminds me of Mark Patton from Part 2. There's the back of the cover. And it says, more than just an illusion. And it says, as soon as Keith removed the 3D optical illusion poster from the Virtue Illusions bag, he felt that queasy feeling again. It must have been the frozen yogurt he ate at the mall that afternoon. He turned back to the poster and positioned it to nail it into the wall. On the third blow, he missed the nail entirely, struck the back of his left hand full force. Keith yelled and dropped the hammer, and landed dead center on the poster and bounced off the glass. This was no ordinary poster. If only Keith could have seen for what it was, an omen of a dangerous force that would be beyond his most horrifying nightmares. Just because you get a glimpse into the future doesn't mean you have the ability to change it. Perhaps you can only live in terror until it's your turn. Okay, next up is Fatal Games, and it continues the character from the first cover I showed you. Here's the cover. Here's the underneath cover. If you notice, she's got like a gray streak like Nancy in her hair. Alright, on the back of this one, it's not whether you win or lose unless you're playing deadly games. Al was sprawled out on top of the bed, half covered by just a sheet. His body was wet with perspiration. His face was beet red and filled with terror. I've noticed all these are actually excerpts from the book. That's really weird. Well, I'm not going to read all that one. That's just an excerpt from the book. The next one here is called Twice Burned, and I believe it deals with a girl thinking that she's a reborn again from the witch trials. And that's Don't Play with Fire. Springwood High sophomore Colleen Martini is plagued by a recurring dream of being burned alive at the stake. When a psychic tells Colleen that she was Joan of Arc in a previous life, she begins to suspect that her history book report on the same topic is more than a coincidence. Fueled by fear, Colleen desperately searches the library to find the truth. Engulfed by an inferno of mysterious accidents, she soon hears the death knell summoning her. Knowing she must solve this mystery before her fate is sealed, Colleen comes to understanding that sometimes the line between truth and fiction can be deadly. Okay, next up is Help Wanted. Help Wanted, no experience required. It's been a year since Laura Walcott would just as soon as forget, especially since she broke up with her boyfriend and lost her lifeguard job at Springwood Municipal Pool. Great, no boyfriend and now no job. Luckily, Laura bumps into a classmate who works at the local hospital, and he thinks he can arrange an interview for Laura. The boy's new in town, and Laura likes his easy smile and dark eyes. Best of all, he isn't anything like her ex-boyfriend Chester. He seems to like her, too. Laura realizes that it may not be such a bad summer after all, but when a killer goes on a bloody rampage, Laura must confront her worst fears and suspicions about the new boy in town. Is he Laura's dream come true, or is he her worst nightmare? Okay, last but not least, Deadly Disguise. And it says, "A Party to Die For." It's Halloween in Springwood, and the place to be is the old Appleberry mansion where the lord of the manor is none other than Jack Spider himself. Born John Appleby, Jack Spider changed his name when he was 8, right after he was discovered in a national talent search and landed a role in a hit television sitcom. But like many child stars, Jack rose to fame too fast, and when he lost his parents suddenly in a terrible accident, he returned home to the mansion that they owned in Springwood. Then teen idol Jack throws a Halloween bash, the party to end all parties. Not only has the local boy made good return home, but it has also been rumored that the accident which Jack himself had been in had ruined his clean-cut good looks. Will he be as hideous as the gossip papers have suggested? Will the party go beyond Springwood's wildest explanations? Everyone is literally dying to find out. Alright, so these are the six books in the series that was released in the 90s. They were kind of probably made due to the popularity of R.L. Stine's Fear Street novels and due to the popularity of the 4 Friday the 13th books written by Eric Morse, as well as other series such as Nightmare Hall and Terror Academy and etc. But these were the young adult books, and they were pretty visceral and they were pretty vicious. There was a lot of death, murder, kill in these. So, and Freddy would appear throughout the books and stuff in the nightmares of the characters and controlling things. So just wanted to show these to some of these people, because some people don't know these existed, but they're cool as hell. Alright, so that's that. Alright, peace.